I couldn't walk around New York. I literally had to stay in my hotel because I was so big and heavy.
Yeah.
Me walking, and I mean, le- probably not even 10 to 20 yards. I'm puffing and puffing.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I?
How's it going, guys? I'm Travis with Weighing In with Travis Hartman, welcoming JHub to the show again. This is part two. How's it going, brother?
Oh, it's going great, man. I'm glad to be back on here.
Of course, man. So, obviously, a lot has changed since our first podcast we did. You just posted a new video to, I believe it was your YouTube channel and your Instagram, but I know it was on your Instagram because that's where I watched it, and kind of just telling your story because you've had quite the journey, man. All right. We briefly did chat a little bit about um your family issues and your father passing, your mother passing, your brother passing as well. That had all happened when we did our first one too. Um and then you went on a couple weight loss journeys and you're getting grief from the internet, which I will say this, J Hub. Some of it's valid. Some, okay. People could have went about it in different ways, but we have watched you start these journeys, stop these journeys, start these journeys, stop these journeys. Okay. That has happened. And I think some of it is valid, right? It is a little bit. And that's when we put ourselves out there, we kind of have to expect a little bit of that blowback sometimes. And that's
Yeah.
just the way it kind of goes. And I know there's reasons for a lot of that with you. Okay. And that's kind of why I would love to chat with you now is you did go through a lot of stuff, a ton, man. Like you have a lot out there. I mean, all of us have our own story, that's for sure. But your story is definitely it's a lot, right? I want to ask you though, after saying all of that, you've been through a lot. You've went through a ton of different up and down journeys from 2015 until now, right? You've had some
Mhm.
a boxing video go viral many times over. And I'm gonna play that video actually right here. In the actual when I post this, the video will be playing right over here. You punching the bag, and you got a lot of good stuff from that. And then now, why are we where we're at today? You were almost at your heaviest, what, 3, 4 weeks ago, right?
5 weeks ago, yeah.
5 weeks ago, you were at your heaviest of all time, which was what, 595?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're here. What's next?
Keep chopping at that number, keep getting it down because we're at 556 right now. Last time I checked. Won't know until Monday morning. Um,
That's when you do your weigh in.
yeah, Monday morning. Because I fast on Sundays. I don't eat. I just drink water. And we'll see if that number keeps on chopping down. And
Yeah.
no matter what, that's the goal is to chop that number down. To one compete in boxing, of course. Like I still have dreams of competing professional in boxing. I still want to do that. And then the 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 overall goal is this bike across America. Like I had a friend hit me up and he's like, "Hey, dude, he attempted it and he was blogging it, so he was writing it out and made like a little story. But he hurt, I guess he pulled like a muscle or hurt himself during the trip, and he wants to reattempt it. And he hit me up because I've always been this adventure kind of person in doing stuff. So he didn't really know a lot that's been going on in my life, and I just kind of said, let me lose some weight and let's do it because it kind of lit a fire underneath me.
So let me ask you this. You've been going through this up and down, this kind of a yo-yo type of journey, right? With your
Mhm.
outside life and everything. My question to you is though, doing the same things over again and expecting a different result is kind of the definition of insanity, right? So, my question to you is what are you doing differently now to help you believe that you are fully going to achieve what you want to do?
Well, I think that it's just time wise. I've I'm not putting on like a face for everybody. Last time we were talking, uh, you know, I had a face on, like you didn't know, so
Meaning
and
what?
that was the purpose.
You're
I
hiding
w
behind something?
Yeah, no, I mean I wasn't happy, like I was trying to just go with emotions, right? As I kind of explained in my video that I tried to do my best, and I just wasn't happy doing it, being I was alone, I was, and even though I have people that support me, I get it, I do, but at the same time, it's not the same as, you know, if you looked at my phone call list right now, majority it's either work related or spam calls. Like I don't get phone calls from family members. I don't have family members. I don't get, I maybe have a friend hit me up and be like, hey, tonight I'm doing this. You want to come out? Like, but that's like so rare. Like my phone is literally just used for work, and that's all it is. I don't, and I don't have that connection anymore. And I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a wife or nothing like that. And I've came to terms with that. I've at that current time, like it's like wow, and it's hard to explain. It's one of those things like you have to, yeah. I mean, it's solitude. I don't know how else to explain.
So no, I think you're explaining it. You're explaining it correctly. I mean, you're putting us in your situation and trying to explain that to us, and it's almost hard to do unless you've been in that situation. I get it, but that was my question though. Is it sounds like the situation's still the same though. So why is the result this time going to be different? And I would like to add this to there. When we get off of here, you need my phone number because we do need to chat. And I would love to be there for you in that regards. I know we're friends on Instagram and all of that, but I would love to be that friend that if I can do anything, if it's inspiring, motivating, whatever else to keep you going too, I would love to be a part of that because I do, even though we don't have a tight relationship. Obviously, I live in Florida. You live in Missouri. Um, I do. I have.
Kansas, but yeah,
Yeah, you're on the border, I guess, right? So, uh,
yeah,
but I see your journey, and I think that that's where we're at today in life. Is it's social media now. Like people live through other people via social media. So a lot of people live through you, and I think that maybe what probably doesn't resonate with you when they're angry is I think it's more that they're upset because they feel like they've failed as well. Does that make sense? Like when they're watching you, like I'm rooting for you all the time. We have a group chat. It's a fight team group chat that I have. And you know the guys, it's Frankie and Lewis and those guys. And we're constantly rooting for you. Like we'll send videos back and forth in that group chat. It's about boxing, obviously, but like we send group messages too in there. And like we're rooting for you. So when you fail, like I kind of feel like I failed too. Does that make sense? And I think, and that's not everybody. You're always going to have your haters, right? But I feel like maybe some of the legit people like me, for me, example, I feel like I failed when I see you going through this roller coaster. So, how are you going to change that going forward?
so I mean, going forward, I was ready in August. I had that opportunity with um, body.
Okay.
And I was ready. I was full hearted. And I when that kind of fell through, and we can talk about that more later on.
You can chat about it now if you want to kind of catch us up if you want.
Well, I mean it was the golden goose. It was something that was like, hey, it's gonna put me um where I want to be at. That's the whole concept with like body. Like they told me they were gonna make me the face, pretty much of their products, and my life was gonna change financially and health wise, of course.
Yeah.
Um, and like I explained in my video, I don't have a backing. Like if God forbid, like a tornado came through, and of course, maybe I have support, but I mean, I don't have like, hey, mom, dad, let me like sleep on your couch, or I don't have extra cash in my bank account to be like, let me go get a new apartment or go stay in a hotel. Like I don't
Yeah.
have insurance. I don't have health insurance. Um, can't afford it. Um,
So
so
what was the body deal? What were they um what was on the table there?
so the contract was 60 days. So this is where it's completely my fault. I should have read the contract more deeply and asked questions of like why isn't this in here, yada yada. But when we talked, they told me word for word, like, so first originally it was just they just wanted me to promote, and then a week later they came back and they're like, actually, our CEO saw you and we want to make you a face of body, and this is residual income. This is your life's gonna change. Like celebrities are gonna post about you. I mean, you won't have have to worry about anything.
Okay.
And so I signed a 60-day contract. Thinking in my head, I'm like you guys said, like you've seen, like I've been start to finish, start to finish. I
Yep.
kind of know that, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, the 60-day contract. They let me believe like this is going to be a lot longer, especially if you're going to make me a face of your product.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot longer than 60 days. So after the 60 days, dropped 53 pounds down. The only problem is we only sold like 6 or 7 programs or something like that. And I told him, I was like, this is going to take a lot longer if you're trying to sell programs. Like,
Yeah.
people want to see me lose more than 53 pounds. They want to see me lose hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, our budget doesn't cover it. We'll do another 30 days, which we did, but they were paying me, right?
Okay.
Um, and I mean, I told them if you can support me enough where I don't have to worry about a job, I will eat, breathe everything you got me for your program.
Yeah.
And because like I said, this was going to be the thing that that supports me. I have that backing. I don't have to worry about a job. I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Like I've
Yeah.
and so
Making your next everything. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. Um so when that kind of fell through, um
So after so
it put it
they ended up doing 90 days then, right? Because they had 16, so they extended it 30 more. How
30 more, but they cut the money in half, and uh I went on job hunting in uh pretty damn near Thanksgiving, and I couldn't get a job until February.
so how much at that point you did 60 days, you lost 50 something pounds. And then the next 30 days, how much did you end up losing total with them?
I think another like 8 pounds because I wasn't really. I just took the money, and because I was a little mad at them, I didn't.
Yeah.
Was like, I'm giving you want to give me, you want to do this to me where I literally quit. I was a full-time supervisor at a security, doing security. I
Hmm.
mean, I was making decent money, paying the bills and everything.
Yeah.
Now you put me in a situation that I'm door dashing, trying to make ends meet, asking people for money, which is a killer because I don't. I've been doing it by myself for so long to be able to be like, hey, dude, can I get $20? Or hey, man, and
Yeah.
I mean, even my boxing coach, he's like, if you need anything, let me know. I was like, bro, I need some money, and he hooked me up with a lot of money, and I owe him money, um, and so during that time as well, because door dashing around here in Kansas is
Probably not a lot of
it's
money.
I mean, if you're doing it from 6 in the morning to like 12 at night, sure, like you can make a good 200, $300, but um, yeah, that's it. That's doing 5 to 6 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways,
The body contract then. So after that the next 30 days, you were obviously this is probably why the results were bad, right? Because you were trying to work now and you stopped dedicating yourself to losing the weight for them because you didn't feel their
yeah,
back going to be there. So you went on your own
and
little.
I, yeah, and then also I was like, well, I don't want them to be using my weight as like a like oh buy like product. It's like all right, well, I didn't like purposely gain weight, but I didn't actually care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't like go out there and be like, let me go eat two Big Macs and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't purposely go do stuff like that. I didn't care about eating right. But at that current time too as well, um I got closer to God, and I think
For that.
and, and I think this trial with body was a this was God's way of like come to me. You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I mean I was at my breaking moment. Um, I was there's plenty of times where I was in this room and I was screaming the top of my lungs and just it's like, what do you want? Like what you know? And yeah, it was a very severe moment because it's like I had the conversation of just ending it all. I sold my handgun because I didn't want to do that.
That's deep, man. I'm glad that you didn't take that route, and I can say that for sure that would have been the wrong move, right? Like you
Right.
need to
No.
don't ever. That's why you're getting my number after this, okay? I'm serious. Not joking. I want you to have my number, bro, because it's never worth that. Okay? You have a lot more to live for than some Instagram haters, some internet haters, and
Well, it wasn't that. It was just
it's
life in general. You know, it's like it's like it's like getting hit after the bell rings. It's like fuck, like you know what I'm saying? I don't know how else. You know, I'm down. Stop kicking me.
yeah, it's like getting
Give
hit
me
during the round and then the round is ended and you're sitting on your stool and the guy's still punching you.
yeah. I had it's like give me a break, bro. Like I'm not even on the stool. Fuck, I'm still in. I'm getting ground and pounded, and it's a boxing match.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. So when did that the body stuff officially kind of it's done, it ended, your whole thing. What's the time frame of that?
So, uh, I read the contract, and it was like 6 months after. So December. So after June, that's why, and that was another reason why I kind of waited so long to,
2025.
yeah, 2025. That's why I kind of waited so long to really start posting more and kind of talking about it. I don't need body to come after me and be like, "Oh, we're suing you," or you know, it's like
Exactly.
I don't need that, you know. And um, and my friend talked to me back in about the bike ride in March,
Okay.
so I've been kind of just holding on to it, and I the thing that's like changed is one I'm doing this for me. You know, I don't have like even though I don't have a backing, like I'm working towards something. I'm building my YouTube channel to have my own backing. Not waiting for a golden goose. I'm uh rebuilding my Instagram and trying to reconnect with the followers that the real followers, you know what I'm saying? The true followers and supporting that support me. So that that is a big reason that's like what's different. And then as well as I had an opportunity to go to New York this um this year for a commercial gig. Someone hit me up and said, "Hey, we want to make you a lead role in this commercial, yada yada yada." Said, "Okay, cool." Definitely there was some money behind it, but I mean, nothing to be like, "Oh, I'm set for life" kind of thing. But um, I couldn't stay in my hotel because I was so big and heavy.
Yeah.
Me walking, and I mean, le- probably not even 10 to 20 yards. I'm puffing and puffing, and so and looking back at the photos, Um, I'm just, I just that just motivates me. I don't, it's. I think we talked about uh, inspiration and desperation last time on your podcast. Or those are the two things that kind of motivate you. Well, it's when I look at that, it's definitely desperation. You know,
Yeah, you were desperate. I think, you know what, going forward though, this is something that I'm a big fan of now too, is motivation helps, right? Inspiration does help, but ultimately it's discipline. If you're disciplined, you don't have to be motivated every day, but if you're disciplined every day, you're going to be okay. Because I can tell you right now that I'm not motivated to work out every day, JHub. I'm not even motivated to get up every day sometimes because I have three kids now, twin boys that are 15, 16 months old now. Life's tough sometimes. It's tough in different ways for everybody, right? Everybody has a story, but some of them stories are just different than others. It's just the discipline of knowing that you have to do this. And I I get what you're saying though. You don't have a family. So like for me, my life really, really changed when I had kids. Okay. I have almost a 4-year little girl, twin boys now, and I have a wife. My life changed because I'm working for God. I'm working for my wife. I'm working for my kids. I have a purpose, right? So I kind of get what you're saying too, that you don't have any family. You don't have that similar purpose. But I think at the end of the day, though, your purpose, Jacob, is you. Think about this. I was watching your video, and you talked about how your father had heart failure, right? Your mother went through cancer, I believe it was, right? I believe that you have to be careful health wise. I don't care about all the other crap. I don't care about all the hoopla of losing the weight. I don't care about how you look. I don't care about none of that. I care about your health, bro. I want you to be healthy and I want you to live a very long time. And right now, where you're at, I think you know this, right? You're not healthy. And I don't want to read a story about you having a heart attack because one, you're going through a lot of stress right now. It sounds like that a lot's happened and you're going through a lot. I don't want to hear a story about it. You're like, oh my gosh, I couldn't take it anymore and I had a heart attack. Not even a suicide, a heart attack. I don't want to hear that about you. So that's why I'm rooting for you, one, man. And I'm hoping that this new journey that you're on does change. And it looks like you've been having steady progress. And I love to see that. And I think sometimes when people, we live in an age, and you know this from social media, that we all want everything fast and quick, right? We want that like quick fix. And sometimes when you get that quick fix, I think that you can fall off just as quick too. Right. So that's why I like to see this journey that you're on now, this recent one, to where it's like a steady progress where it's not 100 pounds overnight. Do you know what I mean?
right? hmm I do know what you mean. I had something to kind of say about that, but I kind of lost track. But, so
I'm sorry, brother.
keep
Go.
going.
No, you
No,
can
no,
go ahead.
I gotta think about it because I kind of lost
You
I
lost.
lost track. But yeah, I lost what I was gonna say.
It's all right. It'll come back. So, like, listen, again, I want to, I'm, I'm, I feel like you're
Oh,
good.
so sorry. So I think why it's not coming off as fast, and people can kind of take it how this is like, yeah, I gained a lot of weight, and I'm losing it steadily. 2, 3 pounds now. First 20, my first week 20 pounds, and like there's a lot of inflammation, a lot of fluid that was built up in my legs, and I mean I'll admit it. Like I mean my calves, my ankles, my I mean I mean they're still touching, but they're not as touching as bad as they were. And right now I'm able to walk more freely and do more stuff and stand for a lot longer. And but I think that we've gotten past that inflammation, the fluid that's like trying to retain itself. We've gotten past that point, and I think why it's taking a little bit longer than normally is because I've been through it so much, and I probably have who knows? I mean, I have to go get a full body CT scan of like see where where my muscles at. But to move how I am, I mean, in some of my recent videos, uh, at 556 pounds, I gotta have. I mean, yeah, I have fat on me. I'm not saying I'm not fat, but I gotta have a whole bunch of muscle too as well.
Oh yeah, I mean there's for sure muscle underneath that. I mean you have to. I mean because think about
So,
as even if you're walking, you're carrying around 500 something pounds of weight. So you do have to have some muscle there.
so I think that my body's just so used to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's not a I'm not losing like 10 pounds a week. Like if you would take someone from like 600-pound life that has never worked out for years and then they start working out, and yeah, they would they would consistently lose a lot more weight. You get what I'm kind of because I've been active. I've been doing stuff. They haven't.
So let me ask you
So
this question. I see a lot of people on the Instagram saying a lot of stuff too. It's especially when you're lifting. I see you lifting quite a bit. What do you say to those people and what kind of plan do you have exercise wise to get rid of this weight? Meaning like you can't just lift weights to lose weight either, right? What's your cardio looking like? What are you doing for your cardio? What are you doing for that to kind of the aerobic part of all of that?
well, at first it was the rope pull, and I mean, standing and walking just wasn't gonna do it because I would be stopping every 10 seconds to rest for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So now, I mean, I'm able to move more freely. Like it took me a minute to get on that heavy bag and stuff, and I'm building my time on the heavy bag. Like right now, like we're doing roughly around a minute and 20 seconds on that heavy bag doing rounds. I even did
Before you get out of breath, that's what you're saying. That's why you're not doing
yeah,
cardio because you're trying to work your way up to it.
yeah. And so um yeah, where I get like yeah, completely just like gassed, but I'll go for 2 minute rounds. So um that's what we're kind of doing is just building that aerobic back up to be able to go on the treadmill and um or the elliptical or whatever. I'm not on a bike yet because there's one thing I don't really like about my body is my legs. I hate my chicken thigh legs, and I'm looking for like compression pants or whatever.
Okay.
So because when I'm on riding the bike, for some reason my pants like to ride up. And so I mean and not only that, then everything's kind of hanging out as well. You know what I'm saying? So if I had a personal bike at home or something, that might be a different kind of situation. But that's gonna cost a lot of money. So I don't have one of those. So I'm just doing whatever I can for cardio. Boxing is my cardio right now.
I love
And then of course a little bit of walking here and there. So
No, I love the boxing is part of your cardio because listen, I'm a boxing podcast, right? I have boxing people on here all the time. I'm not just a boxing podcast though, but central, yes, I have all kinds of guests. But I love that. That's why I love having you on here because you incorporate boxing into your workout and you have some skills, bro. Like obviously, but you can't do it if you're only working, a minute around, like, and you're exhausted. So that's so back to my point again is this time around. Why should your followers, why should your fans, why should the investors and sponsors, anybody, why should they believe this time around is going to be different?
um to be honest, I I don't care. I don't care if they don't think it is or this is going to be different because it's my journey, and I've been wanting this for a while, before my mother got sick. I set out to make the JHub channel um to just keep me accountable. and I don't have to worry about my mother anymore. I mean, take that how you want to take that. I don't.
Understand what you're saying. She passed away. I understand.
Yeah, and I don't. The only thing I have to worry about is me, myself, and I'm not to be hateful to other people or sound mean, but as Conor McGregor would say, like respectfully, fuck everybody. Like I'm doing this for me. Like sorry. Now I maybe get a little frustrated in the comments or something, but I it's not. I'm not doing this for likes. Instagram don't pay me. Well, why would I keep on posting on Instagram for the likes? Like, okay, well I can literally just not post anything and keep going on the journey. But I don't. I enjoy making content on Instagram, on TikTok, personally.
Mhm.
Now, of course, money does motivate people. Of course, they don't pay that, so I'm pushing on YouTube, which I haven't posted anything in the past 2 weeks, which I need to kind of get back onto. So it's like I'm doing it for me. I don't care. And if you want to support me, awesome. If you don't, there's unfollow. I don't. That's why it's different. I'm not. Um, yeah, I'm not like trying to please anybody.
No, I mean, I like it, man. That's genuine. And I love that. So I always had a saying too, is about 5 years ago, maybe a little longer than that, I had this little epiphany, and it was a similar thing to where just I stopped caring what other people thought. Not in a bad way, because I still think I'm a good guy. I still think I'm genuine, but I used to walk into a room and wonder if everybody would like me. Okay. Now I walk into a room and I wonder if I will like anybody. And that mindset shift, it's not being cocky at all, but it's stopping doing things for other people. So again, I walk into a room now and I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I'm going to like these people. I don't really give a shit if they like me or not, because I know that I'm a good person. I know that I'm a solid person. So I don't know why I ever worried about if people would like me, because I'm like, if they don't like me, who cares? Right? It's not no. And there's another saying too. It's just, what other people think of you is none of your business. That's their thoughts. That's their choice, right? So I'm just like, huh. It's like all kind of clicked, and I'm just like, ah, it makes sense. I stopped worrying about what other people thought of me when I walked into a room. And I actually shifted that mindset to being like, huh, what's this person like? What's this person like? What's this person like? Like, am I gonna connect with them? And if not, no big deal, because I'm in full control of my thoughts and my feelings. So I'm like, if I don't like this person or connect with this person, no big deal. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shift over to this person or to this person. So I like what you're saying, because I think the shift that you're making is to yourself. And I think that's the shift that you probably need, right? Nobody else matters, man, but you. Right now, it is you. It's you versus the world. And I know that might not be a positive mindset, but it is. And for now, it's you versus the world. Why not? Take that on, get healthy, get better, and the haters will, you'll turn your haters to lovers soon enough. But right now, let them motivate you.
I trust me. That's why I got 8 out of 1,000. I keep on posting. It's my little thing that kind of like, okay, well, you guys keep on watching. It's, I posted something and only 8 people did it, and over 1,000 people, more than over 1,000 people, but they didn't do it, and they
Wait,
didn't.
what was
And
this? Because I didn't see this.
I believe you did. I believe you did.
Guy.
Sorry, man.
Okay, go explain to me. What was it though? What did you do? Can you say that? Like, at least tell me so I can.
So I mean, I just I know that you like motivation for you is like you don't necessarily need motivation, and for me,
I didn't say
I
you need
agree
it.
with the dis like
I
you
didn't say you need it. I didn't say you didn't need motivation. Motivation is still good.
okay, well
Is discipline.
and no, and I totally agree with that. You need discipline, and some days you don't need the motivation, I guess, right? So and totally agree. Um, and my thoughts about motivation is like you got to have motivation to build the discipline, right? To have that. So, because there's a lot of people out there that's like David Goggins. If you don't have, you don't need motivation. You just need to be disciplined. It's like you gotta also have that ignition flame to build the discipline for me. But anyways, I one of my friends was like, dude, why don't you just ask your followers to tag you in a Misfits like post and get you a fight and um I'm thinking like, well, that would fucking light a huge fire underneath me to fuck to lose weight faster to um what I mean go I'm doing a lot right now, and part of me feels like I could push a little bit harder, but part of me is like saying like just take your time, focus on you. But I want that extra flame, and I want that extra like just push. And so I asked my followers like, hey, can you tag me in this misfit post to get me a fight? To within their upcoming match. So it would be like I think they have one every like 3 months or something like that, right? So within 3 months, I definitely I know definitely I could be in fighting shape. Especially if I'm going up against someone my size.
So did
Um,
you post that on your story or a post or a reel, or how did you do that?
I did it on a story,
Yeah.
and I took a screenshot. Or no, I shared the post, put it in the word, words like, "Hey guys," because someone asked me too on the little questionnaire thing that I've been doing on my story thing is like, "How can we support you?" And I gave like 4 examples of like we did like a mass like tag, um, and we get me a fight or something, that would be crazy. And like I said, my friend hit me up and was like, "Why don't you do that?" And I was like, "You know what? You're right." So I tried it out. One person did it, and after like reading it, I was like, okay, I didn't necessarily tell them to go tag me in it. I was like, I just said, "Hey guys, remember how we talked about that mass tag? It'd be cool if you did it." All right, and then I was like, I reposted it. I was like, maybe I didn't like communicate this well enough. Like, if possible, can you guys go to this post and uh tag me in it? And then I had 7 other people go to that post and then tag me in it. And then looking at the first post to the last post, the first post only had 1,000. The last post was like around like 800 or something like that. And so by the next day, the last post had like over like 2,000 people looked at it. Um, and only still 8 people only like tagged me saying Misfits give JHub a fight, an upcoming fight or something. And um, that kind of lit a fire underneath me where it's like, fuck, like, that kind of that's why I do the 8 out of 1,000, like keep watching because it's what people are doing. They're just watching. And uh, when you explain that you might be, you feel like you failed and you feel like you're, uh, like disappointed, I kind of it kind of relates to me back to that post a little bit, for the people that are just watching.
Never said I was disappointed in you, though. I just said that I feel like I failed too. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Sorry.
wasn't disappointed in you. I wasn't. I know that life is tough. I do. I was just, I felt like, if you're one of my fighters that I train and my fighters loses, I feel that loss too. And somehow like I feel connected to you. So like when you fail, I'm just like, oh, I'm like, dang it. Like, what can I do better? And I'm like, and I have no control over it. So like it gets to me a little bit because I have no control. That's the hardest part for me. But back to your point though, a little bit, you got to be careful because of this. And I'm only going to say this, and not really my defense, but in truth, is your post that you put, if I viewed that, I probably didn't even take the time to read it because one, I'm super freaking busy. I have two businesses that I'm doing. I have a podcast, I have my personal training business, I have three kids, I have a wife. So I've I want you just to be careful in saying that, like, because I do follow you and I do support you and I do want you to do well. But at the end of the day, I'm only capable of so much time invested too, right? Like, and that's where, like, I want you to know, dude, I don't remember seeing that, but I do view your stories, but I probably just swipe past it, and that's on me. It is, but I have a lot of followers to myself that I'm running two Instagram accounts because my podcast one too. So I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving you the truth. Is now that you've told me that, I'll tag you in it. I'm cool with that. Like I have no problem in helping out with that. But you know what I want to do with you? Think about this, JHub. So you have no family back there in Kansas, right?
Uh,
Well, what's stopping you from uprooting and going somewhere else and starting new and having a new journey? What's stopping you? What's stopping you coming from Florida? Because didn't you tell me in the last post that you have some roots here in Florida? Didn't you tell me that?
I used to live there. Yes.
Yeah. So
I
so I'm not saying you have to do this at all, but I'm just saying I always say this too. If nothing changes, nothing changes, right? Sometimes we have to change our surrounding. And this for me was the hardest thing ever because I'm from Missouri and I was there for 28 years, born and raised in Missouri. St. Joe, Missouri is where I was born. I lived in Osborne, Missouri, all the way until I moved here to Florida. But I lived there for 28 years. I was 28 years old and I was like, you know what? And I had no legit reason to move because I was happy where I was at. I was already a pro boxer too, but I was just like, I need something new. I moved to Florida. I was a general manager of a gym here, and then I stopped doing that, and I started traveling with my wife, girlfriend at the time, wife now. Started my own gym. All of that. All of our journeys are different. I'm not saying your journey is mine at all because it's different, right? I'm not saying that. So every time I tell you this, I'm just telling you my side of my stuff because yours is different, and it should be, right? It's your own journey, and that's what people need to stop trying to sculpt your journey into their own. It's yours. But what's to stop you?
that's so I want to touch on that just real quick. Sorry. Um. So um. That's probably the worst thing that I get. So it irritates me, and especially I get compared to other people that have other weight loss content creators, or like someone compared me to Jelly Roll, and he lost 200 pounds, and he's like like he's walking around Disney or whatever, and I'm thinking in my head, I was like, yeah, the dude, like he doesn't have to I don't know what his any worries he has or anything like that, but he's not in my shoes. Like, dude can literally retire today and not worry about a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I get a little irritated when people compare to me with other people. Like, there's another kid, Ethan. Um, very happy for Ethan. He was like 660 pounds. He's like down to like 480 pounds or something right now. Very happy for the dude. Congratulations to him. And people are like comparing like to me to him, and I'm like, I don't see Ethan taking care of his mother. I don't see Ethan um supporting the household. It's like Ethan is has his dad driving him around, has his mom there. Uh, it's I get a little irritated when those kind of things happen. So I just wanted to say that, just like it's like that. Those are the comments I really like. I go after a little bit. Other like people call me fat. People call me whatever. I'm just like, oh. But what's keeping me here in Kansas?
You're
It's
comfortable.
home. I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm comfortable, but I get what you're saying. Like I have roots in Florida. It I could move away. I could. I would have to find a job, of course, but it's just one of those kind of things. I don't know. It's a leap of faith, I guess. I would have to like You're like, all right, we're gonna do this. But then again, um, the fear, I made a judgment on doing the leap of faith with body, right? And that how I, how well that ended me. Like I quit my job just to uh, uh have faith into this, and I would have to kind of talk to God a little bit more and see if that would be the direction to like move to Florida, or up and go, or stay where I'm at. I would have to like think about that more.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I just threw that out there because man, honestly, for me, dude, I'd love to have you here, man. I'd love to help out, but I can only help so much from here, and you're there.
Right.
But dude, I would love to be on board to do anything that I possibly can to help you because I'm a Christian. As a brother in Christ, we are supposed to help who we can help. Okay. I can only do what I can do, right? Like there's some things like you're talking about the Instagram thing. I I just not that I don't support you and wouldn't try to help you. I really didn't see it. And if I saw it, I didn't see it, if that makes sense, right? Like there's sometimes when you're swiping through stuff, you see it and then you swipe through it. Like I mean, if I'm not saying I didn't see it, I probably saw it, but man, right now I'm so busy with my life and the podcast because the podcast is another level now. Like I've taken it to the next level, trying to really make some big stuff off of this. So I just get busy sometimes, and I know my friends pay the price for that too. In my relationships, I don't really have time for other stuff now with the family and the kids. So
So what is swipe like? If you don't mind me asking you a question,
absolutely.
why view a story if you're not going to view it full heartedly? Like I get like TV shows, right? Like you know what you like. Hey, let me go ahead and flip through the E channel or Comedy Central or whatever. Let me get to the action packed, or whatever, because I don't watch TV anymore. Mostly YouTube and anime. But um what yeah, what's the point of going through a story or going through your feed if you're not going to fully hard like full heartedly understand what's going on?
That is a very valid and fair question, and I don't disagree with it. My response to that would be if it was a post and it's there for more than 24 hours, I'm there. I'm your guy. I will see that because I have a man. I'll tell you this because I'm telling you, you're gonna get my number after this, bro. We're gonna text. I promise you this. I've said it on air, and I promise you, we are gonna stay in contact outside of Instagram. Okay, we are. That's my goal to you, and that's my promise. I will follow up with that. But I am I'm a guy who I never not respond to people. I get so busy and I do, and there's no excuse, but I'm telling you, I'm on another level, man. One day I'm going to do a vlog of my day and people are going to be like, holy crap, dude, how do you even get by? And I don't know sometimes how I get by. But what I mean by that is I promise everybody, if you talk to anybody, I've never ghosted anybody in text messaging, but I promise you, sometimes I might take 3 or 4 days to respond, but I make my way through it. So when a story gets posted on Instagram, you know the drill. It's 24 hours and it's gone. So when I go back
Right.
and look and swipe whatever, I'm just like, oh, I've my memory is good, but I also can only compute so much stuff. So that's my excuse, and that's my truth is that if it was a post or possibly a reel that's there day to day, I would come back to that because I do go on your profile sometimes, especially for my podcast page too. I'll go on your profile and check out that stuff. I always try to like it, and I need to. I try to comment as much as I can, even if it's just like an emoji. I try to do that just to because I know that algorithms help, and that also. So in my way of supporting my friends, the best I can do is like and comment on their stuff because I know it helps the algorithms, especially in YouTube. Like, dude, the podcast on YouTube is just so tough. It's
Oh,
so
it's
tough. And you know this, right?
I
It's so tough. But dude, I went from getting 100 views per episode the last 2 months. I'm getting over 1,000 views on my longs. I'm getting over 20,000 on my shorts. So I'm figuring little things out as I go. And that's how my podcast is getting bigger for sure now. And I think you got to post shorts a lot too. But back to the whole
Did
point.
you?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't. So did you know YouTube just came out with a tagging thing now?
No, I did.
Apparently, you can tag people. I just watched a video about this. So
Well, I've been tagging. No, I think I've been tag. I so every once in a while I did a post with this. He's the youngest Mexican, not Mexican, youngest professional boxer ever signed by Premier Boxing Champions. I did a podcast with him, and in the headline, I tagged Premier Boxing Champions on YouTube.
okay, on YouTube, yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that is pretty new though. I just did that like a couple weeks ago. I didn't know that was a new
yeah,
feature. I thought that was normal because I do it in like Instagram and all that. But that's new.
no, 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 that's a new little feature that
I like
YouTube just pulled out.
I like it. So listen, bring this all back around. Okay. You have had a very tough journey, bro. But I challenge you to this. Okay. It's tough. I get it. It is tough. Um, I don't get it from your standpoint. No, I don't, because I haven't had that happen to me. So I'm not pretending that, right? I'm not. But I'm saying that from the outside standpoint is I do know a lot of other people that have been through a lot and they flipped the switch and turned it into something good, right? Because it is
All
very
I'm trying to do. Yep.
and it's very human of you and it's very real of you to let that define you, right? Don't let your failures and don't let the failures around you define who you really are. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have those people around you that are gonna give you every excuse and they're like, oh my God, bro, like you've been through a lot. I get it. I understand it. Fine. But you need those people around you. They're like, I get it. That's tough. Process that. But guess what? You're still here. You still have to live. They're not here anymore. Do you think that they would want you to not do good and be healthy? They want you to be the healthiest you possibly can, to live the longest life you can, to one day walk your daughter down the aisle, bro. Like I'm talking way down there, but like, what if that's in the cards? Like, your health matters, right? Like, don't you
Oh
want to
yeah,
walk your daughter down the aisle one day if that's in the cards that you get married and have children? Like, I want you to be old enough and healthy enough that one day you can walk your daughter down the aisle. That's my goal for you. Or see your son get married or whatever. Or it's that if that's not in your cards, who cares? I would love to see you inspire other people too and motivate other people. Like I said, I'm not against motivation. I think motivation is it's awesome. It's a great tool. But if you only rely on motivation, you're going to fail eventually. So that's my only thing is that I'm not motivated every day to get up, bro. I'm not. I need that discipline to know that, you know what, Trev, today sucks. Everything's went wrong in my life right now, but because I know that I have to do this, I'm going to do it. There's no motivation. Or you could actually turn that and be like, that is your motivation, right? That everything has failed and you're like, I'm going to get up because of that. So, what's stopping you from really getting all of this, bro?
what do you mean? What's stopping me? Like,
Stopping you from getting every single thing that you desire in life right now.
I'm I'm working towards it right now. There's nothing stopping me. Like
That's the
I,
answer.
I've
That's the answer then. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing. You're right. Nothing is stopping you. I love it. I love this journey, bro. Like I'm rooting for you, man. Like I hope you know that. Like I have no ulterior motive. I don't really there's nothing that I'm gaining from any of this. I'm rooting for you as a person, as a friend, as a brother in Christ, because I love that you believe, because I do too. And I think God can lead the way. But the whole saying is you can always lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. I think that's God too. You can
yeah.
lead all you want, but it's up to them to believe in their heart, right? Like when
Hmm.
your heart, follow that. Like he will take you, you know, to the end of the earth and back. So, what your next weigh-in is Monday. Do you are you expecting? Because today is what is it? Today's Saturday. This is Saturday right now. We're doing this podcast. We're talking about August 16th. I'll probably get this posted probably tomorrow. But um, are you expecting more weight loss?
Yes.
Because
Yep.
you can feel it, right? You know, and you can feel if you've done all the right stuff and have been consistent. You know that you're probably going to lose weight, right?
Yes. 100%.
So you know we're going to see some results on Monday.
Yes. I'm gonna have a, I'll probably be either 1 to 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. Because this last time was 3 pounds. The time before was 2 pounds. So I mean, even if it's a pound, like we're chopping away. I mean, it's not much, but I know that I've been doing right. I've been following my meal plan. I've been working out. I mean, we sparred on Tuesday, so
I saw that.
uh,
I think I liked it. I'm pretty sure I liked it.
the sparring video, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're doing mm, extra cardio. You know what I'm saying? So because I mean, I haven't sparred for a while, and especially at 556 pounds, I would expect a little weight to come off of that. Uh,
Dude,
but I honestly believe that yeah, the scale's gonna keep on going down. So
dude, you know what? I love that. I listen. I'm not saying you have to move to Florida. You don't have to move to Florida. You don't have to do anything. Whatever you want to do and you feel good doing, do. But I'd love to have you in studio sometime, man. I think it would be awesome to have you in studio here. Plus, you get to meet all the guys. I told you this like a year or so ago when we did the podcast. I'm like, come to Florida. You will be welcomed with open arms. We will take care of you. You'll have fellowship here. You'll have drive. You'll have motivation. You'll have everything. So if you just want to visit, even come visit, bro. Don't put it off. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Okay? Because you do have a lot of supporters here in my little group. We do. Okay? And there's a lot of haters too, for sure. Okay?
yeah,
Tell you that I don't know, man. We're positive people. We're God fearing people too. Like we're not all perfect. None of us are perfect at all. We make a lot of mistakes for sure. But I'm rooting for you, man. Like, and
thank you. Yeah,
what I like to hear from you is, and that's why I asked you the hard question, was just like, what's different this time? I liked your answer, man. You're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for yourself. And at the end of the day, that's what you have to live with. JHub, you have to look in the mirror at the end of the day and be like, you know what? I'm happy with what I did today. Did I make progress today? Yes. Did I lose weight this week? Yes. That's the person that matters. The person that you're the reflection in the mirror. That's what matters. And I hope that you know that. And I know that it's tough because Instagram and you're trying, not just Instagram, social media in general. It's tough because you can also make a good living at doing social media, done the right way, whatever else. But also, you open yourself up to criticisms. And man, oh my gosh, do I know that too, bro? Like, come on. I had 46 professional fights, but as a pro, I lost more than I won. But I fought the greats. I fought Terrence Crawford. I fought Keith Thurman. I fought Chavez. I fought Paez. I fought Jesse Vargas. I fought the best, right? But I got my ass kicked too by them. But I stepped in the ring with them. So the haters are going to be haters, and I don't really care either way. So I'm glad to hear where you're at too. You're just like, I know it's hard to say we don't care. I wouldn't say I don't completely care. I read it and I'm like, man, that sucks. But then I process it and I'm like, whatever. I'm still going to go do what I'm going to do. They're not going to hold me back from doing what I want to do. Right. And you're wanting to achieve
right.
things like you want to go on this bike ride. This bike ride is next year. You're planning this, right?
So I gave myself 500 days, and that comes out to be like November 17th or 18th. I gotta relook at it of next year.
2020.
And then yeah, 2026, and then so I'm aiming to be anywhere from 300 to 250 by that time frame.
That's your goal weight.
Yes, between there, I'm aiming for 250, but I'm giving myself some leeway for the 300. And because the bike ride alone is gonna, I mean, that's gonna take off weight like no other. But
Obviously, yeah, right.
and then 2027, that's when we'll do it. Kind of where spring meets summer kind of idea. So we're not freezing to death, and two, we're not like dying from heat. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, I think we're planning on doing starting from California and going to New York.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you what kind of bike would you use in your apartment if you had one?
Um,
Like, are you talking like a normal like Peloton like, or even one of those fan ones where you have to go back and forth, or like what kind of bike would be the most beneficial if you actually had one in your place?
for weight loss, strictly the fan one.
Yeah, where you have
The
as well.
Yeah, you use your arms and legs. Yeah. Um,
Do you actually have room in your apartment if you got one of those to put one in there? Be honest.
do I have room?
Or could you okay, could you make room? If you had one of those, would you make room?
Yes. Yes, I would. I would make room, and I would. I it would either be in here or be in the living room. That's the only two places I could put it. And heck, if need be, store it inside and take it on my front porch. And I mean, I'm guessing it would come. It would have wheels on the front, or it. I'm strong enough I could carry it. You know, and put it on the front porch and go at it.
All right, if I could make that happen, if I could get you one of those fan bikes, would you use it?
100%,
All right. I'm
120%.
I am going to, and this is no strings attached to this at all, and I'm not promising, but we'll talk off the air for sure too, but I'm gonna do what I can because I want to make that happen. That's the goal, JHub. Okay. I believe in you, dude, and I want to try my best to make that happen because I feel like it's my duty and people around me too. I think we can make that happen. I want to try to make that happen and hopefully that can actually streamline everything else to be like, if you're bored or you're depressed or whatever, jump on that damn bike. If you're anxious, jump on that bike. If you're sad, jump on that bike. If you're happy, jump on that bike. If anything's going on in your life, jump on that bike because it's right there at your house. Because it's easier. Because I know going to the gym sometimes can be a production, right? To get out, I have to set everything up. You have to go there. You have to do this, and like everybody always says too, the heaviest weight in a boxing gym or in a gym in general, it's the front door. Because once you go through that door, you're there. You're going to do some work, right?
Yeah.
But that's the
Right.
heaviest one because most people can't even make it there because they make excuses before they get there, like, this happened today, or it just takes too much time. The heaviest door in the gym is the front door.
That's not a lie, man. That's not a lie. And like you said, going to the gym is a production, especially if you're doing social media for it and trying to vlog weight loss or boxing journey or whatever it is. Like, I wish I could just go to the gym and just like not carry anything.
And that's why, man. So my boxing gym that I own, it's about, I don't know, 50 feet from my house. So I walk out back. I train people, but I also train too. But right now I'm not because I tore a muscle in my left elbow. So I'm on 4 to 6 weeks rest. I can't even train or hold mitts for people. So you talk about going through, I'm not going as deep as depression, but I'm going through withdrawals, man, and it's tough. There's a lot of anxiety when I'm a very active person. So when I cannot do what I want to do, it's a struggle. And I think that a lot of athletes who go through injuries, I went through a neck injury too when I was 25 years old, 25 or 26, and I was out of boxing for 2.5 years, professional boxing. Talk about depression, bro. 2.5 years. I've been boxing since I was 6. When I was 20, I think I was 26. I was scheduled to fight Dremel Charlo on ESPN. And a week before that fight, I got in a car wreck, which was not my fault. Somebody rear-ended me, messed my neck up for 2.5 years. I have a little bit of struggles too. We all have them, and I'm not comparing them. So remember that I'm not comparing my struggles to yours because our struggles are different, and we all process our struggles in a different way. Some take them harder than others, and it is what it is. Um, it's just my journey, right? You have your journey. Live your journey. Live your truth. And man, I'm praying for you, bro. Like I'm praying for you, and if there's stuff that I can do, and again, I hope you know that I'm not one of the non-8 of that 1,000 that supports you because okay, there's
I
some
got this.
probably don't, but I get what you're saying. I do. I'm guilty of that. I'm not gonna say I'm not. Okay. But that little extra something is just, I missed it. I did. I missed it. Okay. I did. I'll admit it. So
And I know that there's people out there like that swipe whatever. Like I look at I'm very motivational. I'm very like yes you can achieve your dreams and all that other stuff. Like you can do it. I'm that guy, but I'm also a realist, and I look at numbers. I look at um and stuff like that, and like I see like my statistics on like view
your
rates
engagement and
and
stuff.
yeah. I I'm not a like oh these guys are just but part like that that little inner demon in me is like, oh, only you had 1,000 people look at your post and they didn't, you know what I'm saying, like that. And so yeah, I do I feed that dog or that whatever that, and it like you said, you use the haters as fire, you know what I'm saying, and that's pretty much what that 8 out of 1,000 is. I'm not calling you out or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying. I know
You aren't wrong though.
you're
You aren't wrong.
right.
No, I probably did view it. So like I appreciate that. I do. I know I probably did view it, but I didn't
Yeah.
follow up though, bro. I know I didn't. I didn't follow up. So you're not wrong about that. I didn't. I know that.
So, but uh, so, but anyways, that's just my thing about it is like, okay, they're just watching. Like, there's people just watching and they're not keep watching. That's just like, that's why I put 8 in 1,000, keep watching. That's just, I'm not blaming people, but at the same time, in my head, it's like,
It's for you.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to explain that to anybody. I'm not gonna take offense to your 8 of 1,000. I'm not. I don't. You're not
yeah,
wrong about it. I didn't. I didn't. But I, if that means that that's gonna be more motivation for you, dude, I support that, man. Like I support you, and I think most people, the majority, will support you in your journey. They will. The majority really will, man. But you're always gonna have those detractors, and it's gonna happen. The detractors are usually more loud than your supporters. Unfortunately,
right,
that's life. And it is. The detractors are usually louder. And that's we're looking you want to go all into politics. Politics the same way. Is like the people who are the loudest are usually the minority of the actual majority of the population. We're highlighting the loud people. We're not highlighting the actual hardworking good people. So remember that when you talk about your haters on social media too, because the majority are do support you, but they support you in silence essentially. And that's me. I call it the 10% rule on my Facebook account. I'll get 1,000 views, but I'll get 100 likes. That's 10% of the views. If you can hit 10%, it's pretty good usually. That's my take on it. If I hit 10% of the people who actually viewed my stuff, I consider that a success because I've been around long enough on social media too. I was around on Facebook when Facebook just came out, bro. That's how old I am. I was around on Facebook when Facebook was only allowed with people with college accounts. Did you know that? You could only get a Facebook if you had a college email address. That is the only how you
yes.
get on Facebook. And that's when I had it. I'm talking 2004. I had Facebook, and that's because I had a college account. So now it's everybody, obviously. But
Hey man, I was there for MySpace, so I get it.
I was on MySpace too. Every
And
I was on my
what was it?
top.
Not Xanga or it's like X something. I don't know, X Infinity or something like that. I forgot what it or Xanga. Maybe it was Xanga. I don't know, but
I don't
there's
remember.
one before MySpace. I was there for that one too.
Yeah,
I'm a lot older than I look, man.
you're in your 30s, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So I don't know how exactly how old you are, but like I remember you said on one of the things that you were in your 30s. So like I remember that. But dude, I'm 42, bro.
Oh dang.
I'm 42. Yeah, all dang. You look at me, just giving me crap already. You're like, oh dang, 42. No, I don't feel it.
Boomer. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, man, I'm actually a millennial.
A millennial.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
It,
I
it
am too.
it dropped. So the I didn't used to be a millennial, but as the years go on, it dropped to like 80. If you're born in 82 to whatever else, you're a millennial. I'm born in 83. So I'm like, man, I used to make fun of millennials when I was like, younger, like in my 20s, like, I'm not a millennial, they're stupid. And now I'm like grouped in with the millennials because I'm a millennial. So it is what it
Oh,
is.
shit.
care. I don't care about those titles and those labels because I am who I am. It doesn't matter. And you know what? My new hats, you're either with us or you're against us. And I love that because the with is actually weighing in with Travis Hartman. So that's what with means. It's weighing in with Travis Hartman. And got my Missouri plate on there, man, because I'm from Missouri. Good
Okay. Hey, let's go.
feeling. This is my brand. This is the first podcast I've done with these hats. I just
Okay.
days ago, and I'm figuring out which kinds I like. I put a post. You know what? You want to call me out? I'm gonna call you out. I put a post out there, and I put 3 hats, and I had people vote on them. You didn't vote.
Did I look at it?
I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. But if we're friends, why wouldn't you look at it? So you better go look at it.
Hey, if now that I know it's there, I will.
All right. See, in my defense, I'm the same, and it's actually it might have expired because I think it might have been a story. I can't remember, but anyway, I'm on Facebook too. That's where I do a lot of my stuff too because I have a bigger following on Facebook, ironically. But anyway, dude, I appreciate this. We went longer than normal, and I love that though. I love having conversations with people. I don't like having a Q&A. I don't. I love having a conversation, and that's what I like about you is that I feel like we had a conversation today. I feel like I was talking with my buddy, and I like that because at the end of the day, JHub, I'm rooting for you, bro. Jonathan, your
Thank
name
you.
is Jonathan. Jonathan, I'm rooting for you, bro. I am.
Thank you.
A lot more people are rooting for you than you think. But also, I think that what you need to do too is this is how you turn your haters into motivators is I think you need to listen to some of them. And what I mean by that is some of them are holding you accountable. And I think that's not a terrible thing. Some of them are like, dude, bro, we've been following you for 10 years or 8 years or 5 years, and we keep seeing all this. I think where some of them are coming from is they're coming from a point of, like I was saying earlier, like, you're a part of us. Like we follow you enough that like you're a part of us. So like when you don't win or you come up just short of what your goals are, like we feel like we lost. Like I feel like I lost, bro. I feel like I didn't do enough. Right? So a lot of these people when they're speaking to you on social media, they're speaking to themselves too. Does that make sense? Like they're like I failed and they're lashing out because they feel like they failed too. So if I could turn your haters at all into some kind of a motivator, it's that. Is like, listen, maybe some of these people they actually care about you so much that they're just like they're angry now. Which it doesn't matter because it matters about you. But that's probably where some of them are coming from. And I can tell you, it's not me. Okay. Whatever I feel, I will tell you. I will not do anything anonymous. I will 100% tell you how I feel. I'm not afraid of that at all. I don't care about that. The people that reply anonymously. When you did the anonymous thing, by the way, I did it too a couple of times. No,
Yeah.
I didn't reply to yours, but I'm saying I posted it on mine.
Okay.
Reply to none of yours at all. If I would tell you in person. I don't need to reply anonymously. I would have said it in person or it like
Right.
message. I didn't reply to any of those, but I did it too. It was kind of fun, but it's dangerous too.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's all some of you got some terrible ones like it's like, dude, are you gay? Do you want to hang out? Like I seen some of those that they posted of yours. And I'm just like, yeah, well, you open yourself up to that when it's anonymous.
Man,
But that was crazy, huh?
it's nuts, man. Like I'm like, dude, like I knew I had a gay following, but I didn't know it was that bad.
It was bigger than you think.
Oh, it was yeah, yeah. Like I've received uh, um pics before, and I'm like, oh my god, no, on Instagram. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm not joking. And like, of course, I block the people that send that stuff.
Yeah.
And but I was like, okay. And then I'm a bear. Do you wanna lay down with me? Like, there's other ones like there's another dude that's like, if we were in prison, you'd be my baby. Yeah, yeah, dude. Uh,
I
I'm
think
like,
I really think you should post those.
I I
I think
I want I want to, but I don't like. It's like pushing it away. Like get away! No, I don't know. I don't
yeah.
want attention. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. Fair enough. But dude, hey, I gotta out myself here too, real quick. Is that I was supposed to do this podcast with you earlier today, and I totally missed it. And I'm actually a very punctual person. The time that we were supposed to do this, I missed it. That's my fault. But we're here now. I'm calling myself out. I hold myself accountable to stuff like that because I'm actually a very punctual person, bro. It's just been a long week and it was my fault. That was it. So, but doesn't matter because we're here and I appreciate you being flexible too and being able to do this, man. I know you have a lot going on. But bro, please keep your head up and don't get off of here yet. I'm going to stop recording, but don't get off of here yet because I do want to chat with you fast after this. I know you got stuff to do today too, and I know we went longer than I expected. My kiddos actually woke up. They went for a nap, and I was like, I'll do this. By the time they get up, they'll be done. My wife's been texting me for the last 45 minutes. She's like, oh, they're up. It's all good though. She's cool. She's a team player, man. But listen, JHub, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. I want to do this again. I would love to keep following your journey. And I don't want you to have any pressure by this. There's no added pressure, but I would love to keep following this and I would love to see your progress. And remember this, there was a heavyweight boxer. His name was Floyd Patterson. He was the most knocked down heavyweight of his era, right? But do you know what his comeback was to people when they told him that stat? He goes, I was also the most gotten up heavyweight of my era because he got up after he got knocked down. Okay. So who cares you got knocked down? You've been knocked down how many times? A lot, right, bro?
But
How many times you gonna get up? Every time. Let's go. Keep getting up, keep performing, keep doing what you have to do. And listen, man, I pray that in 6, 7, 8, 9 months, we see some massive progress because I think that you do have a bright future, but I think that you have to get this weight off because if you're out of breath walking down the streets in New York at the time you're talking about earlier, you said that it's not good, right? It's not healthy. And you know that. So
I,
get this weight off, man, because I've seen pictures of you. I've seen the throwback pictures that you've been posting lately about, you were like in the 150, 180 pound range, 200 pound range. Bro, you can do so much in your life when you're there, health wise. I don't give a shit about looks. I don't. I don't care about that. I care about your health. And you know that this is not good for your health. And you're getting to the age now. I had to come to this realization as well. I'm over 40. I have to start doing things differently because I am getting a little bit older. I have to take care of my body because, dude, all those diseases out there can creep up on us with a bad lifestyle. And being that overweight is a bad lifestyle. You're not making right lifestyle choices, right? To get
right,
you got to, you made bad lifestyle choices.
right.
No, you're not, man. So let's go. Would you like to leave us with anything? Is there anything you want to tell your supporters? Your don't address the haters because fuck them, but address your motivators, address your supporters. Like, is there anything you would like to say to them?
Thank you guys for just sticking with me through the through the ups and including the downs. You're you're a reason why I'm still here, even though I'm doing this for me. You're still a why for me, and um, like my father was a why for me. You guys, I want to show you guys that it can happen. It can you can go after your dreams and do it. So um, that's pretty much it. Like you guys are a big reason that I'm doing this.
I love that, man. That's perfect. It's very truth. It's very heartfelt. It's very vulnerable. And I love to see that now you're vulnerable, man. Being vulnerable is a good thing sometimes. You have to be a little bit vulnerable in order to get to that next level. And I think that you're on your way, man. You're on your way and take it one day at a time. And bro, my prayers are for you. Everything is for you right now. I'm wishing you the best. Everybody here weighing in with Travis Harmon, all of our friendship group, all my followers now that we have, we're wishing you the best. And we're following you, man. And we're supporting you. So thanks for coming on, Jonathan.
Yeah, I think next time we gotta do it in person.
I 100% agree. I would love to have you in person. So Don't get my hopes up, but I would love that.
It might happen.
All right, brother. I appreciate it.